Okay, I know I'm live and I look crazy, but I'm trying to figure out where to put the title. Invite. Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay, let me see how this works. I'm just trying to figure this out. Selena, I don't know if you're in here, but I'm trying to invite you. Oh, wait, that's funny. There's two Selenas. How's everyone doing? I haven't gone live in a really long time. Hi, Blue-Eyed Phoenix. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hi, Francis. You know what I love about TikTok? It's just go with the flow. Like, anything goes. Even if you mess up, like, nobody cares. It's just kind of a chill platform to be on. So I used to go live all the freaking time, and I used to do readings for hours. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever gone live in a really long time. And by the way, my son said that he might hop on later too. So we'll see. Because for some reason, this kid loves going live. He's like when it comes to being on TikTok live, he becomes like a ham. And he's just like all over it. He's excited. Hi, Nina. Hi, guys. And I have a couple people who's going to join us. And when they join us, it's going to take me a minute to invite them on because I don't remember how to do that. So just bear with me. But I did hop on a few minutes early. Yeah, what is going on today, you guys? How's the temperature? Hi from Quebec, Canada. I grew up in Canada. Bray loves Canada so much. We went to go visit family when he was younger, and he got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes, and he literally had those scars for a really long time. They're finally gone. Oh, what a beautiful name. Nanika? I don't know how to say that. I'm not good with names. But yeah, I have a couple people joining that are going to be a guest. We're going to take questions at some point too. So, and I know TikTok is one of those platforms where people could just kind of like ease in and out and they don't really watch the whole thing. And that's totally fine. You guys don't have to sit here the whole time. But we're going to be talking about some interesting... Oh, I just got a text message from... She's going to pop on here. We're going to be talking about some different subjects, spiritual stuff, because I know you guys are all about the woo-woo. My son is right over there. You want to come and say hi? I'm waiting for my friends to hop on. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. Here. Say hi, everyone. Oh, by the way, that thing behind you, be careful, because I don't want that thing to accidentally fall on you. That would be terrible. What are you doing today? Are you going to be playing with your friends?
Geometry Dash.
Yeah.
And Jailbreak.
Okay.
There was a new Jailbreak update, which is basically like an old, like kind of like an old Roblox game from like 2017.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Does any of you know what Geometry Dash is?
Do you want to peek your head in there? I'm sure they know.
Oh, your son plays Geometry Dash? Oh.
That's cool.
Oh. Does anybody know what Jailbreak is? Roblox
Everyone's
Jailbreak?
Saying yes. Oh my god, he's grown up. So, yeah, he is.
I'm trying to beat Future Funk. I have like 50% on it right now. I just started playing it. Before that, there's this level called Higher Beings, which is kind of weird because I think it's kind of like a medium demon, but it is an easy demon, which that just means difficulty. It's nothing like that.
And I want to say too, if I put him in the picture the whole time, this video will get removed because he's a child. So sometimes he'll pop his head in and out. Romania. Whoa. That's cool. I love his energy. He honestly, like, he's so...
Very hard game. Yeah, I believe it's one of the, I think it's one of the hardest games ever. I'm not so sure if it is, but I believe it's up there.
Yeah, so you guys can see him here and there, but... All right, if anybody, like Selena and Michelle, and then my spiritual community, if you guys hop on, comment. If Selena and Michelle are here, please comment so I can see you and I can add you on the live. I know it's just 11 right now, and we're supposed to be starting at 11, but yeah, baby.
Wait, has anybody here heard of Jailbreak? I don't think I asked any of you that yet.
Well, they might have kids that have heard of it, right?
Yeah, Jailbreak.
'Cause
I play that a lot.
Yeah.
You have? Yeah, I play Jailbreak a lot with my friend Sournum.
Yeah, his real name is not Sournum.
It's Daniel. That's just his username. It's Daniel.
That's so funny. When we are in astral projection, I know that's what he's talking about.
What's astral projection?
When you're kind of, remember how I had out-of-body experiences when I was younger? And I, like, was floating around my house and spying on my family members?
Oh.
We're not in spirit. It's your spirit, right? It's not disconnected from our body.
I have to do some research on that. I'm not so sure.
He's never heard of that. I don't talk spiritual stuff to him. People think, oh, we watch all these spiritual things. No, we don't. He doesn't watch anything. It just kind of comes organically. So, but yeah, it doesn't, your soul's still in your body.
Jailbreak on Roblox. That's it. Yeah, I play that a lot. It's a game, I believe, like, they don't play it a lot for some reason. People don't play it a lot anymore. I played it back in 2020.
He's fact checking. Yeah, he is very, like, a sciencey brain too. As much as he is spiritual, he's super science as well.
Yeah, something down there.
All right. Do we have Michelle in the house? Enigma Mamacita's in the house.
What?
Don't judge me, Ray. Do we have Michelle and Selena comment so I can add you?
Oh, Chase.
Let me hold on a second. They might have.
Why do you keep doing this?
Accept. Okay, perfect. Now we need.
This is why we have water bottles, because of you, and you eat all the toilet paper.
He eats toilet paper. Hi, Selena.
Hello.
How are you?
Somebody's talking.
Good, how are you?
So
Wait,
good.
how is that possible?
So we're gonna have Michelle come on here too. I added her on the live, so you can add people to be a part of this live too. He loves being on live. He's spunky. Okay, so Selena, do you see Michelle in the chat?
Well,
Help me out so I can add her.
I've heard about
Oh,
Red
there
Dead
she is.
Redemption, but I've never played it before.
Is. How do I add her, Selena?
Maybe see if you can like click at the bottom. There should be like the little blue and pink. I'm not sure how to do it otherwise.
There she is. We did it. I know, I'm weird.
Is my camera not working?
I can hear you, but we can't see you, so you just have to turn your video on. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out somehow, right?
There we go.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, I've done this much.
So I'm just going to do a quick intro with my guests, okay? These people, I've known them for a really, really, really long time.
Wait.
And they have been a part of my spiritual community. Michelle, she is such an amazing human, and I'm just so grateful. Like, I feel like you're so dedicated. You've been since day one, and it means a lot to me. Like, Michelle doesn't quit. She's just so like into being a part of something, and she dedicates herself to it. And I think that's amazing. So thank you for being here. And Selena is one of my, like, I guess besties. Like, we talk a lot. And she is one of the sweetest humans I've ever met too. And she is a medium. Michelle has a gift too, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Somebody asked me a question.
But I'm just so happy to have both of you here, because you guys are just like a part of my journey, a part of my life too. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, look at people are commenting. Oh, thank you. Good morning, Holly. So this is like gonna be, I don't know how long we're gonna be on live, I guess.
Three-Eye Atlas. What are your thoughts?
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if I have any.
funny. 3-Eye Atlas. Are we even allowed to talk about that on here, you guys?
Do they censor that? Why?
I don't know, do they?
Why would they censor that?
Well, I would love to talk about that, but maybe we'll have like a code word, or maybe we could just call it Atlas. How fun would that be to kind of have that be our first topic?
Atlas? Wait, is there like random people who say it?
Shh, don't say that word.
Oh.
There's a lot of things you can't say.
Oh. I haven't been on live for a while, so I forgot most.
So why don't we call it Atlas? Should we just call it Atlas? No, because I feel like
3-Eye.
3-Eye?
I don't know. Atlas. Just say Atlas. 3 Atlas.
What do you guys
Atlas.
think in the comments that would be safe? Selena, I know you go live very often on here, so what would you suggest?
Can I say
Something kind of like more inconspicuous, because there's a lot of things that will kind of like flag you and get you in trouble.
So what do you think?
Maybe just Atlas, maybe.
Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just call it Atlas, because that way at least you guys will know what we're talking about for those of you who are just joining us. So I'm going to ask Michelle too, are you into are we allowed to say aliens on here? Are you into space and aliens
why would they censor
extraterrestrials?
But doesn't make
I'm
any
a
sense.
I'm a starseed like Ray. That's why I found you guys, because when I heard him on one of your, I don't even remember which, it was TikTok or it's Instagram. I don't have any idea where it was at. I don't remember. It's been so long ago now. But I heard him talking and I was just like, oh my gosh, this kid understands me.
So you have been, this is the whole reason why you started following us in the first
Somebody
place.
says they called it ET.
Yes, it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, but he's what I saw. I didn't see what you had done.
Say what we mean, because
oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with that. Listen, he had this account blow up. Like after he started speaking, boom, things took off. I mean, it's rare to have a child of this age be able to have an understanding of things that most adults don't. So I totally get that. You know, it's something. He should be in a He'd be in a circus back in like.
Speaking of circus, my friend went to a circus yesterday.
Step right up. Listen to the Starseed Child.
Weird that we get censored. I don't know why it gets censored. I don't know.
Selena, how about you? What do you feel about?
Well, I have a lot of family members in Portugal that have had a lot of experiences. So I heard about it growing up, and I've had a lot of dreams of extraterrestrials and stuff as well. So yeah.
Sit down. What the heck was that?
Did you hear someone over there? He heard something. It's a spirit. Maybe it's an alien trying to come in.
It's probably someone who opened the door.
So yeah, the Atlas situation I find very fascinating because I actually have had very profound experiences with connecting with real aliens. I'm not kidding. That sounds crazy.
Will it censor it if I have my?
You can have a little bit of your face in there.
I probably won't. I don't want to risk anything happening.
It's okay.
Why do they censor so much? Oh my god.
So I had a couple when I was younger. Actually, I was probably about a little bit older than him. And we went camping outside, and this was before I knew anything about spirituality, anything about extraterrestrials. That's hard for me to say. And we were camping outside, and one particular evening, because we used to do it often. We grew up in Canada, small town.
What are you eating, Chase?
And then everyone was sleeping in the tent but me. And for some reason, I had this weird intuition. Maybe it was telepathy that told me to unzip the tent. And it was in our actual yard. We weren't in the forest, so I felt safe. And I thought maybe there was like some type of animal, some type of bear. But what happened was I saw what we know now are to be orbs that were floating right above our house. And it wasn't high up, you guys. It was very low, and there was multiple. I wasn't scared. I don't know why. And they were very playful. They were like kind of going in and out of each other. Sorry. And it was my first experience with, I believe they were extraterrestrials because they knew that I would have this starseed child. I believe I'm a starseed since I was a kid too. And I believe they were communicating with me. And that's just my first experience with it. So have you guys had your own experience with aliens? Michelle, you can go first if you want.
Yes, I definitely have. Ever since I was really little, UFOs would follow us. Like we drove a lot traveling for my mom's business. And we had a Cadillac, and back then Cadillacs were huge. I mean, I'm older than you are. So Cadillacs were gigantic, and they had these huge rear view windows. And I would literally lay down in the top of that back of the rear view mirror, or where the rear view window was. And I would watch the stars and watch the sky while we drove, because I was just always like, I had to see.
Yeah.
And they would actually follow us. And I had orbs that would come to me while I was sleeping, and then I would get taken away in my dreams. Mm-hmm. and I would go to what I thought was another planet until probably about 4 years ago when I was at an ayahuasca retreat. One of the guys that was there, I was telling him about these dreams that I always had when I was a kid and these experiences I had. And I said, I think it's in another planet. And he said, no, it was the Galactic Federation.
Oh, wow.
It's a ship. And I've had these dreams my whole life, like literally, like just from tiny childhood. And I was explaining to him exactly what it was, and he stopped me and he actually finished the explanation of what I was going to tell him about how it looked, what it felt like, etc. It was wild. It was absolutely wild.
Talk about
so
being
I still
connected.
Today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's just mind-blowing that regular. Oh, it's 11:11 here right now. That's weird. You guys, that's weird. Selena, how about you? Have you had your own personal experiences of seeing things in space or having dreams of aliens?
Absolutely. So as a kid, I began to be able to like see and hear spirit when I was about like 4 or 5 years old. And when that started happening to me, I would also have like psychic or prophetic dreams. And a lot of the times that would be with like either big orbs of light or like these really like blue incandescent looking beings coming to speak to me. I've dreamt of like all kinds of crazy things, but it kind of started back then. And then as I kind of grew up and grew into my gifts and realized what was going on, not so much now, but I recently had a dream like being brought up into like some sort of like ship looking thing, and it was a crazy experience. So
I just got the chills. And you know what's weird? Not all spiritual people believe in space and extraterrestrials. They don't believe in it. They don't believe the planets exist, the stars, the moon, and it's interesting for me because I've had above and beyond experiences, and I'm going to tell you the most recent one that actually shook me to my core. Actually, there were two, but I'm going to tell you one. This was right before our channel blew up with Bray, right? So Bray he doesn't like to put titles on him. We call him Star Seed Child because that's just kind of like, oh, I think Michelle accidentally left, but we'll invite her. Oh, she's going to close it out and come back. Okay, perfect. But I feel like it was some type of like meeting with some type of code. I remember being completely awake in my bedroom. This happened like 3 years ago, right before our channel completely took off, or maybe right as it was taking off with my son. Okay, she's back. So let me try to add her again. I don't know how to add her. How do I add her? Can you request Michelle to come back? Okay, hold on a second. But you guys have to hear this. Don't leave because this is insanity. So what happened was I was completely awake. Everyone was sleeping in the house. I closed my eyes for like a few minutes and I opened them out of nowhere, just like I had that same intuition to look somewhere. And what I saw like literally gave me adrenaline because it took me by shock. Like I didn't, you know how you think, oh, I'd feel at peace. I knew it was fine. I didn't feel that. I was just like, it was so vivid that it shook me to my core. It was what looked to be ones and zeros code. And it looked like a projection screen and it was like a green color. And it was right in front of me, like right in front of my sliding glass door out of my bedroom. And it lasted for a few seconds, enough for me to be like, okay, I see this. I see ones and zeros. I see the green. It looked like a projection screen. I don't know what it was. I should know because I'm intuitive. I feel like it was a message from the aliens to, let me know or give me some downloads of information. So I don't know. Do you guys have any opinion? You guys are both very intuitive. Do you have any opinions? Yeah, tell me.
I get downloads like that all the time. And it's really weird because I have been getting them my whole life. It's just all of a sudden I know something and people go, how do you know that? I don't know. I just know it.
Yeah.
It just like, boom, this information's there. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of healing modalities, even when I busted my arm and I had torn an actual ligament in my arm. And I had a total healing modality and what to do and an activation and everything else happened to me while I was in this tent camping of this is what I needed to do. And I did it. And then I was like, and then I heard this is what you're supposed to teach and all this other stuff. And so like, I'm actually putting together this entire modality off of it, including the other, things that I already know how to do. And it was really wild because it was about 3.5, 4 hours of me doing this specific breath work with the visualization and touching specific access points. And I was like, oh my God, I have to remember all this, because there was like a pattern. And like, oh no, it's an activation for you first. Then you're going to be doing the other. So don't worry, what you teach will be simple. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank goodness. And my entire left side of my body even felt like it was completely paralyzed for about 2 hours when I was done. But I wasn't scared or anything, because I knew my body was still in its process of healing itself for that.
Oh, wow. I've heard of that happening. I've heard of that happening before. It's just fascinating. I want to talk about Atlas, though, because I think I've been kind of watching through, the scenes, and Bray, just released a video. He didn't want to speak it on camera. So what I did was I typed it in text and I put it on a video. And his feelings is Atlas is not, it is definitely something not of our world, for sure. Also, there's a sense of non-threatening, which is good. Hope I could say that on here. Do you guys feel the same? Selena, do you feel scared about it? Do you feel calm? Like, what are your feelings about this?
For me, I don't feel scared at all. As soon as I heard about it, I kind of got a little bit of excitement, because like I know that it's something that's bigger than what we can understand, even as people who are spiritual. I feel like it's going to be something that will really help us shift and change in a positive way, and I feel like that is why that is coming to us at this moment in time.
Okay, so do you mean like bringing us some type of awakening?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like a mass awakening, because it's kind of like a little, what do you call it? Kind of like a breadcrumb of information, or helping us become desensitized by something that we were so fearful of and most people didn't believe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Michelle, what do you feel?
I also feel like it's shifting frequencies.
Ooh, I love that. So Atlas is here not just for a mission, well, not just for us to kind of witness it, it's here for a higher purpose, to give us frequencies.
Yeah, I do. I really do. And codes and all kinds of stuff that's coming from it, if you allow it.
Wow. Okay, so Enigma Mamacita, her real name is Sammy. I know her, and she just had an MS attack around the same time that Halloween was going on, and she felt like the vibration was different. What do you feel about that?
I feel like that is a possibility, because I've noticed a lot too with like the energy and like the solar flares and everything kind of going on. If you notice, it's been very intense lately.
Yep.
So I definitely feel like it's all kind of trying to upgrade us and like heighten our vibrations.
And the Schumann's resonance has really been going off the chart.
Yeah.
Too.
I felt that, and I've been keeping an eye on it. It's been off the charts big time. Yeah, it's been there's been not just off the charts, but there's been weird anomalies, I guess you could say, weird things within the frequency, what do you call it? The grid that doesn't make sense to people who have been following this, like either, I mean, blackouts have been happening for a while, but like weird marks and different shapes that don't look normal, who follow the Schumann resonance, right? Who've been following it for a while. So something is going on with the earth. I mean, it's evident scientifically. It's not just at a spiritual level. It's not just at an intuitive level. But I got, everyone seems to have some type of symptoms, physical symptoms, like people who have autoimmune or people who are sensitive to energy, they feel physical body symptoms.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Like, Selena, what have you been feeling through that?
A lot with like the heart chakra and like the third eye chakra, and it's been very intense, and it's like been happening for months, but recently it's gotten a lot more intense. And for like the past week, like I haven't been able to sleep, and my dreams have been like absolutely crazy, like astral projecting, and I'd like get like maybe 3 hours of sleep. So
whoa, that's crazy. So Bray was up since not last night, but the night before that, he was up since 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Michelle,
I slept like 5-minute intervals the night before last. Literally, I was like, I felt like I went to sleep, and it was like 5 minutes, and I was totally awake again. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to sleep. What is going on?
Okay, that's weird, Michelle. So 2 nights ago,
2 o'clock. as
The
well.
same night Ray had issues, I had lots of issues sleeping.
Same. How about you, Selena?
Yeah.
How
And
about
so
you guys in the
2 a.m.
chat in the group two nights ago? Think about your sleep. Did you guys sleep well or was it kind of off? Some K10 Gray says my dreams have been bonkers. You know what's funny about that? Bray loves to talk about his dreams. He loves to tell me the details of his dreams. That's like one of his things. Um, my limbic system has been vibrating. It looks like a lot of you guys have been having some symptoms through that. So that's what I wonder if Atlas is kind of doing something with the vibration of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because Michelle was talking about how the solar flares, and we know that Atlas went to the sun recently, and now there's, from what I hear, there's 7. What do you call them? You call them jets. I don't know if you call them jets, but there's a term to call them. But there's like separate things, and we can call them a probe, I guess you can say. But they're disconnected from the actual ship, I guess, whatever you call it. Have you guys heard
Branches
that?
off, like
What was
something
that?
branching off of it, like something
Yes.
branching off.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that it was like, my personal thought is that it's like, of lack of a better term, a mothership. You know, I mean, I don't know, it's just lack of a better term for it, not meaning to call it that necessarily. And that there's like, it's branching off because there's different missions, let's just put it that way, that need to occur from each of them.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting about that is Bray, we talked about that in our video in the comments in the description, the recent one of Bray talking about his intuitive feeling on Atlas. We said there's going to be separate probes coming from it, and now 2 days ago they talked about that they have witnessed it. So whatever is happening, something is happening. It is happening, whether people are ready for it or not. We don't feel like it's anything scary. There's nothing scary about it, but whatever it is, I'm excited like Selena. I think Bray is excited. You guys, he's like, bring it on. He's like, this is exciting for a lot of us because we feel like they're family coming home.
Right.
So, hi guys, welcome. If you guys are just joining, we have like 150 people in here. So, welcome. And yeah, baby. What, sweetie? What? Yeah. He was asking for money for his game. So funny. He'll probably hop on in a little bit too. We'll see how long we hop on here for, but thank you guys for joining. If you guys are in our spiritual community, Unlock Your Inner Magic, please comment in the comments so we know that you're here. And then from Instagram, because I invited a lot of people from Instagram, we have 161 people in here right now. Bridget's in the house. She'll hop on a different line. But yeah, so Atlas, is there any other intuitive information you guys are receiving? You guys are, spiritual people. Selena's a medium. Michelle, I know you're a psychic medium too. I just know that you are.
I just don't claim it necessarily.
You don't title yourself as that, but you are, obviously. So let's just talk about some intuitive information we're receiving about Atlas in our, in our solar system. If you guys are receiving anything, just go ahead and share it. I'm just curious.
You go first, Selena.
For me, again, I just feel like it will be a positive experience. I feel like for me, for some reason, I don't know if I've been kind of receiving little blips of information, so it's not like all being known to me. I don't know if that's to like not overwhelm me, because recently I've had like a lot personally going on, so I feel like maybe for me I'm not receiving as much because of my brain being everywhere.
Yeah.
But again, I just don't think that it's a negative thing. I really feel like it's a positive shift for not only the world, but in a place that we need to be energetically, as far as like human beings and our experience here on the physical plane. It'll help us elevate in a spiritual way without being in the spiritual realm. So it'll help us gain understanding and help us be not so in like the physical, so much of like hard set on what we see. We'll know that there's more to what is
Yeah.
going on in life.
Yeah, such a beautiful, honest answer. I feel like spirit and extraterrestrials, I mean, they're higher. A lot of Bray talks about being a higher vibrational, in a higher dimension. And not all are in a higher dimension. You know, it just depends. There's different species of everything, right? Just some are more evolved, he always talks about. And the ones who, now listen to this one. Bray talks about the ones who have technology to this level, the ones who are this advanced, they are high vibrational in a positive light. They're not here to harm. They're not here to destroy. They're not here to compete. They're here to almost protect and help, you know, kind of confirm our curiosity. Because think about it, we live in a massive, I mean, it's just never ending. You know, it's a never ending it's infinite. Bray talks about all the time. It's literally infinite. It's growing every second. And to think that we're the only ones here on in this, you know, space, like it just doesn't make sense.
I also feel too like they could be bringing us like innovations with health and helping us heal our bodies in a more natural, positive way.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I feel like they're aiding in this, you know, awakening, because you know how like there's different waves of awakenings on this planet. Everything's just aligning right now, you know, as Michelle was talking about the Schumann resonance, the solar flares obviously are connected to that. The Earth's heartbeat is connected to that. The physical symptoms, the downloads that we're having, is just people are being tapped into another wave of this awakening, because we're becoming a higher vibrational species like we used to be back in ancient times, I believe, right? Do you guys believe that? People were healing, levitating, psychic ability. Everyone had these abilities, and it's written in stone. Like there's a lot that has evidence behind it.
Yes, I totally agree. And I agree with Selena as far as like the downloads. I don't feel like I'm getting everything. I feel like I'm getting pieces of stuff, but I absolutely do feel like it's opening up for better healing, and some of it can be in technology, and some of it, I think also another thing that I'm getting from it is that it's helping open up gifts for people. As well. The whole shift, like with the frequency itself, and then also 100% feel like it's more of a protection than any kind of harmfulness in any way, shape, or form. I honestly have never felt any harm when you're talking about anything from outer space, honestly.
Same.
Even meteorites and stuff like that. There's always a purpose for it, in my opinion. Something's supposed to happen from it, even if it's a reformulation of something somehow. But I actually feel like the protection part is like really, really strong, like because of the speed that it took as well, which this came really clear for me when I heard, I watched something, and I don't even remember what it was I watched on it and was listening to it a lot. But it's 100% for the protection, especially with everything that's happening, not only in the world, but specifically in the United States right now. There's a lot happening, and there's a lot of people that have been extremely fearful. And I think even though there are some people that are still very fearful, as a whole, the majority of the people in the spiritual community, and that I know that are connected more to this, they're not fearful. Yeah. Everything is fine. They understand this is not, it's not what, matter of fact, I think some are less fearful now than they've ever been before.
Yeah, I love that so much. The Two Sisters says something that I really resonate with. It says it has to be to assist with the awakening. I've never seen so many people in alignment. I truly agree with that. I feel like there's, like I said, the waves, right? We're going to have waves of awakenings, and not everyone's going to be a part of that wave. You know, some might have been a part of that wave 20 years ago, which is very rare. Some people might have been a part of that wave 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. If you guys can tap the screen too, I forgot to mention that gives us hearts. I don't know what it does, but I know it's a good thing. So tap the screen to bring hearts on the screen. You just take your finger and you like tap like that. So that would be so great. And also be sure to follow Selena and Michelle. I believe they're active on their, they're doing videos actively. They're both brilliant humans that I've known for a while. So please go ahead and follow them, okay? But yeah, I love talking. I don't get tired talking about aliens. I don't. I'm just honestly, I feel like it makes me happy for some reason. Like Michelle just and Selena just said, they don't get scared talking about it. It's almost like we get an excitement. It's almost like our soul knows that these other, I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy yesterday, and I'm just like, oh, the different types of aliens. I wonder, that's got to be a lot of truth to it. They show us in movies. There's truth to this. Like these aliens are so uniquely different from each other, and they're beautiful, and they're so like fun. Like imagine having these people walk amongst us on this earth and be friends with them. Maybe even have some as like family members and pets. Wouldn't that be cool in our lifetime though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So AI Atlas, I feel is, I gotta stop saying it's
Atlas.
called
Just Atlas.
3I, but I don't want to say the full name just because of the censorship on here. But I just want to also mention something about this is I don't feel it's gonna take everyone by storm. I don't feel like it's going to be some dramatic event where everyone is just like looking in the skies and it's going to come down to earth. And I don't feel that. I feel like it's a subtle shift, a subtle awakening, and there's going to be subtle experiences that may or may not make its way into social media or the news. And groups of people are going to hear about certain events that are happening, but it's not going to be like a worldwide event. That's just what I feel. I feel like it's, again, going to give us bits and pieces of awakenings, and the ones who are already awake are going to feel the shift immensely within our dreams, within our clairvoyance, within our bodies. Like our gifts are going to be even stronger because it's already there. But then people who do not have a developed gift are going to want to develop it. They're going to have that urge to be like, I must learn how to open up my third eye. I must learn how to open up my mediumship gifts, right?
Yeah.
So,
You were saying that you don't have any problem like talking about them or whatever.
yeah.
I've never had any problem talking about them. I go to like networking events or like, women's circles and stuff like that. And they do a little thing of introducing yourself. And I'm like, yeah, my name is Michelle, and this is this is where I live. This is what I do. And, just ignore me. I'm a little bit not normal. I am an alien, so I don't know what to tell you. And people are always laughing at me, and they think I'm joking.
Yeah.
And they'll realize when they come up to me, I'm not joking with them. I really believe I'm an alien.
Oh, they think we're so weird, though, because,
I don't care.
no, it's like, I'm done caring. So Angie says they're already around us. They always have our awareness and understanding grow. So Bray, he's talked about that too. He goes, Mom, they're already amongst us. They just present themselves as humans. They have to, because it would cause mass hysteria. Like people wouldn't be able to consciously handle that. And I feel like it would create an unbalance within our world. So extraterrestrials cannot just boom, come to us. They have to give us breadcrumbs, or else it'll create such an imbalance in Earth that things will just go downhill. And we're trying to, heal Earth at this time.
I also think that when you said that that it's not going to awaken everybody, or everybody's not going to get the same thing, I think that it's got two purposes. One is to awaken people that have not been awakened yet, just the actual awakened process.
Yeah.
Some of them, not all of them, but some more of them, like the next wave, like you were saying. And then those that are receiving more and more of their gifts, their downloads, their understandings, their missions, their purpose, et cetera, and that's coming aware for each one of those on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And I think it's some people will have it in massive growth, and others may not have as massive, but the ones that are getting the most massive are getting the most out of it, and it's putting them on that higher level, are here to guide those going forward.
I love
I
this.
also feel like it's going to awaken different things in different groups of people because everyone is here for a purpose, but we all have our own different gifts and intuitive things that we are aware of. So I feel like everyone will kind of awaken in their own special way that they have to.
Yeah,
100% agree.
yeah, absolutely. Have you guys been having an increase in synchronicities, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Same. Finally, finally, I've been waiting because sometimes when you follow spirituality, sometimes you go through a period where you're like, did I just lose my gift? Why am I not seeing the magic like I did, a couple months ago? That's normal. That is completely normal. So people are saying yes, yes, yes. Like everyone in the comments are experiencing increased synchronicities. Type in the top comments what you've been noticing. 1111 is haunting me lately. Straight out haunting me.
For me, it's like every number. Like it'll be like 10, 10, 12, 12, 11, 11, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. It's like every time I look at the clock, I'm like so confused. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing like all of them all day. Like, what does this mean?
Yes.
It gets confusing after a while.
Well,
And
not
the
only
sequence
that.
of
Oh, go
3,
ahead.
4, 5. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off, Holly.
No.
In the sequence of where it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. All those types of things on top of each other too. I've constantly.
Well, you want to know what's so funny, you guys? Maybe you may or may not have heard this, but honestly, I started documenting this because it's happening so frequently that my son and I are legit freaking out in public. We are seeing 6, 7 everywhere. Do you guys know what 6, 7 is from the viral TikTok video? You guys will have to see that because it's do you guys know in the comments 6, 7 what it means? You guys have to look it up. It is like everywhere. There was a kid who had this, he said 6, 7, and it's like, yeah, kids keep saying it. If you guys don't know why kids say it, go look up the video 6, 7, and then you'll know. But we're seeing it everywhere. So do you guys? I don't know what 6, 7 means spiritually, but I'm curious to know. I'm really curious to know what it means spiritually. I can't look it up right now, or maybe I can on my computer. But anyone?
I don't have a way to look, or I would.
Yeah, I'm just curious because we're seeing it everywhere.
Computer, actually.
Yeah, I do too. I have my computer too. But numbers, you guys can look up. Okay, so this is a really cool thing that I saw on TikTok. There's this woman. Oh, what is the name of her channel? She says, "Stop right now, look at the clock, and go look up the spiritual meaning behind it." I think it's brilliant because I feel like if you are consciously aware of the numbers that you are seeing, do you know that your angels can give you a gazillion messages throughout your day if we're actually like in tune with it?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can literally see repetitive numbers on your receipt, on license plates, not while you're driving, but look it up. Everything means something. And the more that you are aware of that, you're going to get messages galore.
I looked it up, Kelly.
What does that mean?
So it says spiritually, the number 6, 7, 6, 7, often interpreted in numerology as a sign of inward spiritual awakening and guidance towards a more profound inner journey. In the context of twin flames connection, 6, 7 is considered a positive sign and a path that is aligned moving forward in a harmonious and spiritually fulfilling union.
Okay.
Spiritual awakening, it says seeing the number 6, 7 can mean a metaphysical sign of looking inward, like it was saying, to explore the sacred paths of your soul. And it can indicate that your spiritual journey is progressing.
That's weird because that's everything we just talked about within the past. You know what I'm saying? What are the chances? See how that makes sense? And then, go ahead.
Sorry, it also says the biblical context, in the Bible, that Psalm 67 is a psalm of praise and blessings, and it is structured not going to say this right.
It's okay.
Cinematically, I think is what it says, with the central theme of being that God is a fair ruler who blesses all people and is called for all nations to praise him.
Wow. And that's like amazing because that's everything we just talked about. And then Deborah says 6, 7 signals a deeper connection with source. That's 1. Yeah. This is everything we just talked about. This is what I'm saying. Like these numbers, now that's a collective viral number that everyone is, aware, most people are aware of. Even like elderly people know what 6-7 means. Like everyone knows now. And so that message means something so profound, and it confirms. I know that sounds weird, but when we dissect numbers and things, and we see it as a sign or our truth, we're going to receive, the universe can speak to us so flawlessly, so beautifully, and in detail too, right?
Absolutely. Numbers are actually very important. They're just as much of a language as our English, as our language that we speak.
That's amazing. So Bridget said, you guys, Bridget said in schools, I have to say banana-ing. I can't say BANNING because this will BAN me. But in
got you.
schools, they are banana-ing kids from saying that because it's such a thing right now. Why did it make me laugh? Oh, that makes me laugh so much. Look up 6-7 hertz. It improves concentration, memory, and creativity. Wow, that is so cool. Thank you for sharing that with Glow Within 555. By the way, go ahead and give Michelle and Selena a follow. We're going to be going live more regularly. We're trying out TikTok, a platform. We're talking about all things spiritual, woo-woo. We all have our own opinions. We're a positive platform. Like we give you guys good energy through this conversation, and it's just super fun. And I'll have other guests on here as well. And I definitely want to answer questions before we go. We have like 20 minutes left before we go. So do you guys want to answer some questions about spirituality? How would you feel about that?
I'm good.
All right, so let's just see if you guys have any questions. We have 154 people in here. If you guys have any questions about anything, just let us know and we'll just kind of chit chat along the way. But how are you guys liking this? Is it fun? This is the first time we've done this. Again, I used to go live all the time, and it's like kind of scary. It's kind of scary at first, but like it's totally cool. Everyone loves it, you guys. Everyone loves it. Oh, one more thing about Atlas, you guys. Remember how we were just talking about Atlas? They're sending, I truly believe they're sending probes to Earth. 100%. 100%. I can say that with my intuition. I just know. Clear cognizance. I just have a knowing, right? Kelly says, do you see a positive shift coming sooner than later? Personally, I'm going to answer that one first. Let me kind of tune into that. It's kind of like a weird, just like Michelle said, some people are going to see this as a positive. Some people are going to be marinating in fear. Okay. As a collective, it's going to be, I know our world's split into two. It's going to be half and half. But you can choose to see it, like Michelle said, as a positive thing, that there's a reason behind everything. There's a reason. The universe is not steering us wrong. It has to be this way, regardless of what people may believe, what they don't believe. So as long as we believe that we trust and surrender, that's my biggest motto. I say it all the time. Trust and surrender to what's happening to us. It's going to be a positive shift. Absolutely. We're becoming higher vibrational. The earth is shifting. Guys, when the earth becomes higher vibrational, it has no choice but to shift positive. Sorry, I'm passionate about this. It has no choice. It's not going to go downwards. It may look to some people that it's going downwards and backwards, but it's not. We are having an awakening and a shift, and it's positive. So, what do you guys feel?
For me, I feel like energy has like its ebbs and flows, but perspective is very important. So if you kind of like sit in the low vibrational and in fear, doubt, worry, I feel like obviously you attract what you put out. So you're going to receive more of that. But I feel like everything is going to be for a positive change. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason and it serves a purpose, no matter how hard it is at times. I definitely feel like a positive change is going to come from it.
Yep.
But we just have to focus on things that bring us happiness, joy, love, and really fill our lives and our minds with things that will help feed us and help us grow in a positive way, and just kind of release that fear and just kind of let things.
Oh, I love that. Say, you guys who are watching this, post in the comments what bring you like happiness, and it could be the most simplistic things. So, Michelle, before you talk, I just have to say something funny. My son and husband tease me all the time because when we go out and about, I'm like, "Ooh, look at that tree! Look at that rock! It's so sweet." Bray's like, "Ooh, look at that grain of sand, Mom! It's so beautiful." And so when we start seeing the beauty in the artistic, nature of this 3 dimension, it brings us joy, even the littlest, most simplistic things, right? And you know what I've been into? So people are, hold on one second. They're saying they're hiking. They enjoy hiking. They enjoy getting dressed, or a lazy Sunday on the couch. I love that. See, these are just so simple. Seeing some things before they happen, scenarios. Let's see here. TLS says people don't know anything about what? People don't know nothing about it, don't understand. Yeah, that's the thing, because they're so closed off to it. And that's why we call it conscious living, because we are conscious. But I'm going to share with you my favorite thing to do, and you're going to think I'm weird, but do you know those fake videos, like those AI videos of like the scenes in nature or the houses in the Christmas on Instagram and TikTok? I'm so into that. And they have the music in the background. I'll watch them for hours. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It makes me happy. So when Selena says, find something that brings you high vibration, that doesn't have anything, that doesn't weigh on your shoulders, there's nothing negative attached to it, that just uplights you, it's that and animal videos. And of course, nature too. Seeing numbers constantly. I love that. So yeah, Michelle, how about you?
So I am it took me a long time to get to this point, honestly, but I am a major firm believer, and it has really resonates within me deep in my soul now, that absolutely everything that happens is for your highest good, even when it does not look like it is. It can look extremely detrimental. It can seem like the world is coming to an end, you're going to die, whatever, you can, negativity you can try to throw onto it. Mm-hmm. It absolutely always is actually for our higher purpose in some form or fashion. Whether we see it right now or not, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And that really started coming to me quite a few years ago. But I mean, not to get too personal here, but like during my crazy, horrible divorce that I had, I ended up completely homeless. I mean, I had no car, I had no nothing. It was just the worst thing ever. And I really was in this spiral spin of extreme negativity. Mm-hmm. And about everything. And, I was the victim all the way around. Everything about me was, I couldn't escape being a victim. No matter what, everything was happening to me. Everything was happening to me. And the truth of the matter was, and is that everything's happening for me. It's happening for me to move on, to get out of something that's not good, to move to where I need to live, to be where I need to be, to become the person that I need to be, so that I can be there for other people and do the things that I need to do for my mission and my purpose. And I didn't even really understand what my mission and my purpose was until I hit 50 years old.
Yeah. Wow. And it's, thank you, Crystal, for the rose, by the way, or whoever sent that. But I want to say, too, sometimes when we're going through something really traumatic, we don't have access to the big picture because our brain is in a box. We're literally in a box experiencing this. And until we step out of the box and see it from an outside perspective, we won't know the full truth of the situation. So it feels devastating for us when we go through these things, right? But, it's going to only make us a better person. If you have that belief system, it's going to make us, like they say, it's going to make you stronger. But we're here on earth because it's our school. That's what all spiritual people say.
I also used to say that I was a survivor, and I said that for years until I realized I'm not a survivor, I'm a thriver. I thrive because I've survived, and I will make it through anything that happens in a better place.
Yeah. Well, you are rewiring your brain to benefit you, right?
Yes.
And it's called words of certainty. It's called,
Absolutely.
whenever we marinate in negativity, it's a toxic environment inside of our body, even at a cellular level. Bray talks about this. He does videos on this. He goes, when people are so negative, it affects even the water in our bodies, because it's, the, what do you call it? The molecules, particles, I don't know, but it like shifts the shape of them. You can see that from the experiment where, you freeze water and it becomes a crystal. And if it has positive words or a positive song, like Mozart and all, like those classical songs, it turns into the most beautiful symmetrical shape. But then if you give it hate words, then it turns into deformity, the crystal. So I mean, there's science that proves this, right?
Right.
Someone says not just thriving, but you elevated. I love that.
Absolutely. And the other thing is too, that when I was in that victimhood mentality and everything was happening to me, I was in poor health. I'd had some health challenges to begin with, and my poor health just escalated. I mean, I got to a point where I literally 3 years ago was bedridden 3 days out of the week. And so
Oh
I had been searching
no.
for my healing for the longest time period because I just wanted to not be miserable anymore. I mean, because that's all I was miserable. And I
Yeah.
mean, I did finally find what I needed. And then ever since then, and I finally just been doing this shift over and over and over and shifting out of that. And it's really made a remarkable change in not only who I am, but
Mhm.
how I am, how I react, and how other people perceive me.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those things anymore. And it's all because of
Woo.
literally a change of mental attitude, really more than anything.
Yeah. And then also, Crystal, thank you for the gift. And I'm holding a crystal right now. This is my aura quartz. How do you think this is like the most stunning thing? But look at my nails. Like, I'm obsessed with like shiny things. I'm obsessed with like crystals and shiny things. So this is like, I want to like be this. Can I just become the crystal? I walk around
Yes.
wearing a crystal bodysuit.
Yeah.
Let's answer some questions, you guys. So we have 10 minutes left. Maybe we'll go a little bit over, but if you guys have any questions for us, let us know in the comments. I know, it's so beautiful. It's called Aura Quartz. Um, and I have citrine, shungite. Wait, yeah, shungite. When is your birthdays? Mine is March 23rd. I'm right on the cusp of an Aries to a Pisces, but I resonate more with the Pisces. Bray is a Virgo, which Virgos are my favorite. I love Virgos. Love them. Not just because he's a Virgo, but like all my best friends are Virgos. What are you guys?
I'm an Aries, March 21st.
Shut the front door. You
My
are
son
more of a Pisces.
21st.
I'm sorry.
Well, it depends on the
What?
moment. Now I'm in my healing era, so I'm kind of trying to be very relaxed, but I can still have my spicy moments.
My actual, I was born February 28th, so I'm actually Pisces, but I'm Pisces and then Libra rising and Scorpio for my sun, right? Isn't that how it goes? Or moon? I
This
don't know. I
is
say them
so
backwards.
weird because so wait, when's your actual birthday?
February 28th. So I'm Pisces for
That's
that first sign, but then I'm uh, Libra. I couldn't talk all of a sudden. Libra and then Scorpio.
we're spring babies. That's weird. We're like a month from each other.
My,
Aries and
my son's
Pisces. That's
birthday is, and my son's birthday is March 21st as well.
yeah. How funny is that? So we have a Virgo in the house. We have Gemini. Bridget is a Gemini. Amy is a Libra. I love this. This is amazing. Cool. Any other questions? Hi, South Africa.
Hi.
Capricorn with Virgo rising. Love it. Everyone loves talking about their astrology sign. Like they are obsessed with it.
Do you have
Yeah. If you guys have any other questions for us.
Someone says, do you have any tips on developing your psychic gifts, opening up your third eye, etc.?
That's a good question. Go ahead. Take it away, Michelle.
Well, let's see. There's a lot of different things you can do, but I know Kelly's got a whole lot more than me off the top of her head. I mean, that's a question that I can answer, but one is just be open to it first and foremost. That's the biggest thing.
That's
because
the
if you're not, it
biggest
won't
one,
happen.
though. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And don't doubt that it'll happen is the thing. And I think that's just it too, is a lot of people doubt that it's actually going to happen. Like Bray says, putting the crystals up to the third eye to help open it as well. And I know there's some specific ones that actually Kelly may be able to tell more of those in specifics as well, like which ones are best for that.
Well, he likes moonstone and he likes shungite.
I
And
love
he loves
moonstone.
citrine. But anything purple too, because that's associated with the third eye. Amethyst.
So I'll let you guys say some others.
All right,
I don't want to
Selena,
take
you
up.
go next to open up your gifts.
For me, what helped me a lot is sitting in the power and like knowing and giving yourself that confidence that like you can do this. And
Well,
really
people
build
don't know what
yourself up.
sitting in the power is exactly. So it's hard to explain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Very
Not
quickly,
quite just.
You can find like for me, it was hard for me to like understand, so I would just go like you can even YouTube like meditations for sitting in the power, and it just like allows you to kind of get to that space spiritually, because you have to kind of not leave your physical body, but kind of get out of your head and like really just get into your heart. So you have to drop from your head space into your heart, and that's when things will start to organically kind of intuitively come to you.
So the heart center is the most active, the most powerful part of the body, the most powerful organ, says Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has actual equipment to test the different parts of the body. It's a very active chakra, but also the organ here as well. So the heart is important to open, like Selena said. I teach that. Number one, open the heart. How do you open up the heart? Well, it might be on a moment-to-moment basis, right? So if you sit down to open up the heart, what naturally opens up your heart? Is it thinking about your children, a memory, vacation, your pets, holding your pet? Open the heart first, and then take that heart coherence energy and spread it throughout your entire body. And you may feel physical symptoms. You may start to tingle. You may start to feel like a vibration in your hands, in your feet. Sitting in the power is it's a very physical thing, more than meditating, I would say, because you're generating energy and you're spreading it through the body, and then you're connecting it to an additional source in the universe or in our earth 3D, right? So whether it's the moon, the sun, the ocean, and then you pull in that energy and become a part of that energy, right? So that's kind of the gist of sitting in the power. Anything else with opening up their gifts, Selena, that you have for them besides crystals?
I feel like for everyone it's different. For me, it was being out in nature and really just helping heal the parts of me that were hurt to begin with. So it took a lot of inner work, a lot of meditating, a lot of shadow work. And once I was able to really process those emotions and process those feelings, it allowed me to get the old out so I can bring in newer high vibrational energy. So that helped me a lot.
I love that so much. I'm gonna go ahead and add the biggest thing first and foremost is having your own proof and evidence of how synchronicities work. Because if we don't believe in ourselves and we don't believe in the magic of the universe, it's gonna be harder. You know, there's some skeptics who like, I don't believe I have this gift, and then they go to do a reading to prove that they can't do it, and they can do it. But it's just easier to believe in yourself so you don't have the limited belief systems and you're not afraid, because fear is going to block that gift first and foremost, 100%. If we have fear, boom, it's still there, but you don't want to do readings. You don't want to be a part of it, right?
Fear
Go
and
ahead.
doubt. Fear and doubt. Two worst enemies.
Yeah. So get proof from the universe. Ask the universe to give you signs. And when you receive a sign, don't pass it off as a coincidence. People, oh, that's just a coincidence. No, it's not. The universe is really talking to us.
I also believe that everybody's third eye react as actions of how it's open and what they receive from it are different.
Yeah, that's so true. And maybe their third eye is not as open as their heart chakra, right? Maybe they have different portals, different chakras that are more activated. Or maybe they're just so empathetic.
It may be for their purpose, right? For what they're here for.
Yep.
And Bridget says all that she needed was for Kelly to tell her that she had the power, and then she laughed. LOL. She's amazing. Trust and surrender. Love you, Bridget.
Aw, thank you. I love that. Thank you, Bridget. You're gonna be a guest too. But I was gonna say we don't see all the comments, so thank you so much for seeing that. So if people are wondering why we're not responding to them, it's because we're so engaged in this and we're kind of like in a zone, so we don't see all the comments. Glow Within says eclipse opened my third eye. That's powerful. You guys, eclipses, people don't realize how powerful they are. My son, let me tell you something. As spiritually aware as he is, when we have an eclipse, whether he knows it or whether he doesn't, something's not right that day with him. And it's not a bad thing, but his body reacts so in a way where he's having extreme anxiety. He's afraid. He's like, like scared. And he doesn't even understand it. And I think it's because the energy is so strong and our bodies, our little intuitive bodies have a hard time processing all that energy. It's like taking an extreme amount of electrical energy and touching it, it will literally zap us. Like it hurts, right? Like if we got hit by lightning, because it's too powerful of an energy for our body. So that's like a little tiny glimpse of that. Like when we receive energy from the eclipse, some people actually get hives physically. They'll get hives on their body. I've had people say for some reason when there's an eclipse, my body breaks out in hives. Why does that happen? Because it's a physical thing. It's not just an intuitive. It's not just, a mental. It's literally a physical energy that's bleeding into our bodies. Mm-hmm. So how do you guys feel? Everyone in the comments too. How do you feel when we have an eclipse? Do you feel like you're floating? Eclipses reset our frequencies and it cuts us off from the higher frequencies for a while. Yeah. And people are saying it's powerful. People are saying interesting, so cool. How do you guys feel when there's an eclipse or a full moon?
Full moons are different.
Yeah, they're more subtle than an eclipse for sure, but
I've always had a lot more things during full moons.
Yeah.
Some things I don't necessarily want to say on here, but it enlightens a lot of things for me. I'm very connected to the moon.
Well, our emotions too.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. For me, I get like a lot more intuitive. I sense a lot more things. My third eye and my crown chakra will start to tingle for like 2 or 3 days. I can't sleep well. It's like an overwhelm of like energy, and I have to like ground a lot. So.
It's really hard during full moons.
You guys, I just wonder for real. Like I wonder. I just saw an article that says they did a study to tell that some of our DNA is not from this world.
Yep.
So that the only other explanation for that is that we are part extraterrestrial. and that maybe that's why some people are so in tune and sensitive and have, different, maybe even health or mental issues. I don't know. Like I'm just kind of speaking out loud.
Do either of you, are either of you RH negative?
No.
I am.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh my God. You guys are both RH negative. I love that. You guys are like full blown. I'm A positive. That's really wild to have two people. How rare is it first of all, to
Yeah.
have RH negative, and then you guys both have it on this live. That's rare. You guys
I'm
are
curious how many
so
are
aliens.
too.
Wow, I love it. What does that mean? Someone says. I mean, it just depends on the research that you do, right? There is hard evidence that that blood type is not, definitely not of our world. You guys will have to do your own research. I don't know how much we could say on here. We have to
Right. Just
be
do some
careful.
research. There were some studies. There were some studies that were done that show some pretty remarkable things.
Yeah, pretty remarkable.
You
Um,
know
but
that
then
when
also,
people before they, I'm sorry, my apologies. So I don't know if you know or not, especially since you are positive, but like years ago when women would have a baby, part of the reason that they used to do the blood test before a marriage certificate was to find out if one was Rh negative and one was Rh positive.
yeah,
And the reason why that happened is because when they would get pregnant, if somebody was Rh negative in the mix of the two and somebody else was positive, the baby's blood did not mix during pregnancy properly. And when they would give birth, they literally had to drain the blood and get it to mix and then put it back in because the two don't mix naturally.
yeah, that's wild. It's wild. And they have to be on a medication the entire pregnancy, so they don't.
Well, they
Yes.
get
Um, but I was gonna say too, with that blood type, there are, susceptibilities to different health issues as well. So, and then there's a lot of sensitivities to energy. A lot of people, everyone that I know who has that type of, the RH negative, they are very tapped in, incredibly tapped in, even sometimes too tapped in, to where they're not grounded, where they're kind of going through some type of spiritual psychosis type thing. I know a few people, but it's important for people with Rh negative blood to stay grounded because they can get so deep, and we're in 3 dimension, 4-ish, working on 4-ish dimension. So yeah, you guys are sensitive to everything, including, medicine, foods, energy, everything. So, any questions?
there is another one, but I don't understand who they're talking to specifically.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's a very random one. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
you
is a
saw the one.
spiritual account, so
Yeah,
I'm just here in little old Canada, so.
yeah, I'm not supporting anybody right now.
no, I don't know if it's because she was wearing red or I don't know, but like I don't know. I just blocked them. But
Okay,
yes,
I'm supposed to be, but nope.
it's okay. All good. I support everyone. I love everyone. So, all right. So let's do some questions here, you guys. Anyone has some questions? So someone would love to work on their lower chakras consistently. Lower chakras are a huge one for women, you guys. Lower chakras are that chakra that seems to be blocked in a very, very big portion of women. And I wonder, there's a lot of trauma, maybe ancestral trauma, passed down from our ancestors. But we tend to hold a lot of that down here in our womb. So consistent healing, it takes a commitment to definitely, work through that. But definitely like meditate with your lower chakras. Do you guys have any advice on that?
And grounding it to the earth, actually, like literally going out and sitting while you're doing your meditation and spiraling down into the earth and getting that group for the root chakra itself. And I think the biggest thing is when you're talking about the wound and the sacral chakra personally is that, yes, there's a lot of sexual trauma that has happened that's ancestral. And that does definitely cause some issues. One of my clients, I do healing modalities, and one of my clients that I was working with the other day, she had a lot within the sacral area that was really it was actually fear and fear of failure that she had, and we were doing a hypnosis slash intuitive spinal flow session combined. And it came up that what it was is that it was she actually had that fear and been carrying that fear of failure since her birth.
Yeah.
And it was actually not even hers, it was her mother's.
Yeah. That's wild.
But her higher self helped her with it and let it go. So, I mean, it's very important to follow whatever you need to do to get to that. If you really feel that that's an issue, then I highly suggest finding someone to help you through it if you can't do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And go ahead and follow both of them, Michelle and Selena, because they offer services as well, spiritual services, healing modalities, readings, all of that. And I want to mention too, there's a way to check your chakras. You can use a pendulum. You can, so let's say, this can even be used as a crystal, and you can kind of direct it and just say, if it goes back and forth, that's a yes. If it goes back and forth, that's a no. If it goes around in a circle, then that's a yes. Or you can reverse it, whatever you do. That's the way that I do it. And you hold it here and you set the intention or say out loud, you let it go still, and you ask spirit or energy to do its thing. So if it goes in a circle, that means that it is unblocked. If it goes side by side like this, that means it's blocked. And then you can work on those chakras. So you can actually use energy to help figure out what chakras are blocked.
Can I make another suggestion, Kelly? Can I make another suggestion when it comes to the pendulum?
Yes.
I suggest that for them to ask the pendulum to tell them which way is yes for them and which way is no, because some people's are opposite.
Totally. Absolutely.
If their polarity's off, then it can be in opposite directions.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. I always ask my pendulum yes or no. Yeah, perfect. I love that. Thank you for the crystals, you guys. You guys are amazing. We're going to wrap it up. So, and someone says you don't need to use the pendulum. Hold on. Where is it? You don't need to use the pendulum as a medium. We are mediums. Correct. You don't have to, but it's fun. It's a fun spiritual tool in our toolbox that we can use as well. Just like tarot cards, angel cards. We can use it all. We're little witches, right? I love it. So do you guys have anything else before we kind of wrap this up? Oh, you guys loved it. We're going to definitely be back. Thank you for being a part of this. Everyone go follow myself, Michelle, Selena. We had a good amount of people in here the entire time, like over 150 people, which is really, really cool to see. Thank you guys for supporting us. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add?
I appreciate you having us on. I appreciate being able to spend some time with Selena too. It's been a while since I've been able to see her as well. I'm just excited we're kind of getting back in the hang of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you guys will be back.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Selena does lives often. Michelle, do you go live on here?
I haven't as like I need to, but I am going to be starting again.
Yeah, perfect. Bray definitely wants to start going live too once in a while, so we'll see how that is. Bray, do you want to say goodbye? He said no thanks.
Aw, Bray, come on, bud.
He's playing with his friend, one of his best friends. So
have fun.
Have a magical day. I'm spreading love and magic to everyone. If you guys have any interest in being a part of, whether you want to learn mediumship, whether you want to be a part of a spiritual community, just reach out and I'll do my best to get back to everyone. But you guys are amazing and I love you. And now it's time to eat because I am starving. I'm intermittent fasting. I haven't had anything today. Love you, Bridget. Stephanie.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Guys. More than words can say.
Yep. Awesome. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.